Israel asks for a king, the transition to monarchy. In the time of Judges, Israel existed as a unique nation, governed by a divine system of judges and elders, with God as their ultimate ruler. This period was marked by a dynamic relationship with the Almighty, where spiritual and political stability ebbed and flowed in tandem. The presence of God was not merely a concept but a tangible reality felt in the very fabric of Israelite society. Within this diverse and vibrant community, a young and dedicated prophet named Samuel emerged as a central figure. His early life unfolded within the hallowed precincts of the temple, where he served under the guidance of Eli, the elderly priest. Even in his youth, Samuel displayed wisdom and unwavering devotion that set him apart. His reputation as a promising leader grew, and his connection with God deepened through prayer and the receipt of divine revelations. As the years rolled on, a desire for change began to stir among the Israelites. They observed neighboring nations led by kings and found themselves yearning for a monarch of their own. This longing, while seemingly reasonable, bore profound implications. It symbolized a departure from their traditional theocratic rule, a system where God's sovereignty was paramount and every decision sought divine approval. The yearning for a human king among the Israelites was not a fleeting whim. It grew steadily until it could no longer be ignored. They approached Samuel, their revered judge and prophet, with a bold and resolute request: appoint a king to lead us, just like all the other nations. The demand echoed the structures of governance they had observed in the nations surrounding them, but it posed an existential question for Israel: could they remain unique while embracing a monarchy? Samuel, a man renowned for his wisdom, faithfulness, and close relationship with God, was profoundly troubled by their appeal. To him, this request represented more than a change in leadership. It was a rejection of God's divine leadership and a deviation from the unique covenant Israel shared with the Almighty. The idea of a human king ruling over them raised fundamental questions about faith, trust, and the path they were choosing. Faced with the weight of this decision, Samuel turned to God in prayer, seeking divine guidance. He grappled with the complex dilemma before him, questioning whether the people's request was a sign of their diminishing trust in God's providence and protection. In his soul-searching, he pondered the consequences of granting their request and the potential impact on Israel's spiritual journey. In response to Samuel's earnest supplication, God provided him with a clear message. God assured Samuel that the people's demand for a king did not constitute a rejection of the prophet himself. Rather, it was a rejection of God's divine rule over them. Despite the warnings of the potential perils of monarchy, taxes, conscription, and demands of loyalty, God instructed Samuel to grant the people's request and anoint a king for Israel. With a heavy heart, Samuel accepted his divine mission. He embarked on the solemn task of anointing the first king of Israel. The chosen individual was Saul, a man of impressive physical stature hailing from the tribe of Benjamin. As Samuel poured the sacred oil over Saul's head, he declared, "Has not the Lord anointed you ruler over his inheritance?" This anointing ceremony marked the dawning of a new era for Israel, the era of monarchy. The transition to monarchy brought with it a complex tapestry of hope and challenges for Israel. It signified a pivotal turning point in their history, a moment when their faith and obedience to God's guidance would be tested like never before. The story of Israel's fervent plea for a king serves as a poignant reminder of the intricate interplay between human desires and divine sovereignty. A theme that would continue to shape the destiny of Israel for generations to come.